and I just remembered that I forgot to rant about something more. I will basically make this a separate video because the first one is quite long. So just before, I think a couple of days before the flood hit, the city municipality announced that on the south of Ljubljana, which is the major flood risk area of Ljubljana, which I have told you before. Lizi, ne, na cesto. Some. That they will be building, well, they granted the permission for another major development of that area. Basically, they are planning to build a new business/residential complex with a new shopping center and another 750 apartments. So the area which is very likely that it will be flooded in the future because of the additional stress for the existing public drainage, sewers and so forth, it will flood again, and the city municipality gave the green light to make this another complex, which will be basically between two existing shopping centers, the two of the largest ones. Basically the size little bit smaller than Alea, which is near us. So yeah, so that announcement was made before the flood and after the flood. So in a week after the flood, the media reported that in the near future there will be another major complex being built in roughly the same area, so on the south of Ljubljana, which will also have, I think, several hundred new apartments. And you don't know what the people are thinking when they allow additional infrastructure being built on the flood risk areas without upgrading or renovating or drains. As you can see, let's say this is typical situation. On both sides of the road there is one drain, here is one drain, there is one drain. What is that? 50 meters, 40 meters, let's say 30 meters, every 30 meters on the each side of the road is this drainage hole. And of course then you have like this, and as you can see, they are not in the best condition because nobody, Lizi tuki. So here the Triglav insurance company were on works. So yeah, the front entrance. So yeah, and as you can see, the size also varies of the drainage. From this is quite large, and then you have like this. when it caved in, and you know, you can still see pieces of asphalt, and most likely the other pieces are washed down the drain, literally. So yeah, plus just today there was another news that there will be 2 more new student dormitories being built. One in Rožna Dolina, which is not particularly flood at risk for regarding floods, and another will be built on our road, so on the other side, on the other end of the road, where there is, I think, because there is some space by the existing student dormitory, so perhaps there, or perhaps on the other, the far end of the road. We will see. So quite new construction projects will be done in the near future. And oh, I forgot to mention, I recently posted a video when we were walking around the highway ring, which goes, you know, the northern part of the highway ring that goes around Ljubljana. So the northern ring, as usual, was flooded. So the firefighters, when they came, they already said that the whole northern section of the highway ring is flooded, and there was about, at the time, 50 centimeters of water, at least 50 centimeters of water there. And the next day, when of course the water drained away, they realized that the force of the water actually, because the highway ring, as you could see in that video, is, you know, basically in a trench. When the water started rushing down the sides, you know, the slopes of that trench, and when it hit, you know, let's say if you say this is the slope and this is the road, pretty easy, the water actually went under the asphalt, and on several parts it actually brought up the asphalt for 10 to 15 centimeters. What is that? You know, a little bit less than 10 inches, or exactly 10 inches. So they, so in, I think in the next day after the flood, they had to close the right, so the most border line, so the emergency part of the road, and you know, basically had to cut away that risen part of asphalt and lay the new asphalt. So yeah, that was the first. Lizzie, at home she has food and she doesn't want to eat it, and then she's so hungry she's eating grass. So yeah, our big walk is almost done. It will take about an hour altogether. So as you can see, here we have a nice nice, let's say, cloud situation, and here is a little bit grimmer, a little bit grayer. So most likely perhaps during the night there will be rain. So the second video is done. The church tower is visible from here, and that's it from us for the second time. Thanks for watching, and we will see you later. Bye.